Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. This is your girl Mopao. I hope you're keeping well, being a Friday. I know there's really nothing much happening given bado tuko under lockdown. So now that is why I think you need to watch this episode, because I'll be doing a review also about movies and series. Apart from reviewing, I'll also be doing recommendations. So before we jump into today's movie, or rather episode, kindly like, share, subscribe, tell a friend about my channel, because it's still new, and like I said in the past, I need all the love and support. Sawa. So today I want to review a movie that I watched a few days ago by TDJX. It's called 7 Deadly Sins. Yes, 7 Deadly Sins. So TDJX is the producer of the movie, and when I saw TDJX, I was kind of excited because I've been a fan of TDJ's work in the past. The first time I think he caught my eye, I think, was Miracle from Heaven, where Jennifer Garner was playing as a mother, and the kid was going through some stuff. I can't really remember, but I remember watching the movie by Jennifer Garner, and I really loved it. And also Sparkle, and it also had Whitney in it, Jordan Sparks, and so on and so forth. Jumping the Broom, Black Nativity with Angela Bassett, and so on and so forth. So when I saw the movie, or rather the trailer or the post for this movie, 7 Deadly Sin, I believe it has a part A, the one that I've managed to watch, and a part B that I think is showing off this coming Saturday, which is tomorrow. Yeah. So I start watching the movie. The movie features Kerry Hilson. It features Tank, the R&B singer, and some guy called Tobias. I'm sorry, I've never seen any of his work. And I also know Tank, not from movies per se. I know Tank as an R&B singer back in the day. And I also Kerry Hilson, and I know she's a multi-talented songwriter and singer. So, of course, I got excited, and I was like, Last, something interesting is about to go down. So I sit back, grab my popcorn, drink my water, and then I'm like, yeah, let's do this, baby. So what happens? So the scene starts. Okay, the movie starts off with Kerry Hilson. I think it's a night before she gets married or something, and I'm like, okay, I have to give it to them. I love the picture quality. I think the quality was good. I think I liked the makeup and hair on some of the characters in the movie. Yeah. So it starts off with Kerry Hilson, and she's here, she's doubting, and then I think the fiance, the Tobias guy now, Tobias is Kerry Hilson's fiance, is I think he's doing very well, he's very successful, he's living in this big beautiful house, mansion rather, and then they're just vibing, and then Tobias is like, yo, my friend, who happens to be Tank, is being released from jail. So Kerry needs to go and pick Tank from jail. And then Kerry is caught up in doing something. I don't know, she's drinking yogurt. And then all of a sudden Tank knocks on the door. There goes your boy Tank, looking all good. I have to give up. You know, the looks zilikuwa zinaweza, and akafine. Thank you for a guy who's from jail. Gotta give it to them. So now, where I started getting confused, where I started finding the script a bit pagarish, like where I just wasn't, where I started losing interest in the movie, and started looking at the movie like, really now? Really? So, like I said, Kerry's supposed to go pick up Tank. Tank is being released from jail. So for some weird reasons, I think Kerry got held up or whatever. She was with her girlfriend, and they're discussing. She's busy, she's excited, they're opening up her spa mara, she's getting married, and blah blah blah. So the friend leaves. Kerry was having a yogurt, I think. Then sijui ingine imebaki kwa mdomo. So where I'm like, So Tank shows up at the door, like I said. And then Kerry goes, opens up the door, and then she's like, oh, I'm so sorry, I was come pick you up. So now this Tank guy just comes and starts licks the, you know, ice cream, mama sijui yogurt ilikuwa imebaki on the side of the mouth from Kerry's mouth. And I'm just like, yo, hold up. Then I was like, okay, maybe it's just from jail, and these are some of the things they never see. Unajua yogurt and ice cream, those are just luxury. Even some of us rarely eat them. So I was like, okay. But I was like, Carrie didn't seem disgusted, because if, say, I was just in my house, then maybe a random guy just showed up, or a friend of someone, and then they're all of, I hate people touching my face. Kwanza uko ashanishika uso, ashanishika sijui lips, and then ameshika mara licking it, I'll be like, yo, what's your vibe, dude? No, but Carrie doesn't have an issue with that. So they become all flatty, and then the script just, okay, so many things just don't add up. So from my understanding, I don't know whether you've watched the movie, from my own understanding is, I think Tobias and Tank used to be bad boys back in the day, and maybe I think they got into some kind of a mess, and then Tank went into jail and served, I think, 7 years. So when he chomokas from jail, clearly he doesn't have a place to stay. So I think that is the reason why he ends up at Tobias' house. So Tobias is like, yo, what's up? Yeah, manigas, they're having a, like, the script is just, Mara sijui, Kelly needs a refill of her drink, and then by the time Tobias is going to the kitchen to top up the drink, her hand by some miraculously ends up touching Tank's hand, and then Tank is so much, no, not Tank, Carrie is so in lust, so in lust to get laid by Tank. Just for somewhere, she's so in lust. She's like, she's never felt like this towards a guy. He's never felt like this towards the fiance. And then also Tank is buying into the vibe. For Tank, I can excuse him. The guy is from jail. He hasn't been seeing so many things. He hasn't been enjoying so many things. So if Carrie is the first woman maybe he landed his eyes on, why not? Then so from my understanding, Tank wants to revenge on Tobias. I don't know, I think for some weird reason, I think maybe he felt he didn't deserve to be in jail for all those years, or maybe he's just jealous because after he chomokas from prison, Tobias's life has really moved on. Tobias is doing well, he's successful, he has this beautiful woman, they want to get married, he has this big house, he has this career that is popping, baby. So now, Carrie, fiance Carrie to Tobias, just had these fantasies. Ooh la la. And let me tell you, Tank is cute. Now Tank licked his lips. I think the audition for Tank was licking his, nigga licked his lips. Like, well, even in scenes where he didn't have to do it. Mara's just going to fix up bulbs in Kina Carrie's spa. He's there licking his lips. Mara's, he's mad, he's licking his lips. And I'm like, just like, whoa, 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 slow down. Hold up, hold up, hold up, hold up, nigga. So, then where, now I really, really find this movie bogus. Honestly, I give it a 4 out of 10. There's this scene, Carrie goes to Tobias's room to go tell Tobias, no, not Tobias, to go tell Tank rather. So Tank is also an electrician. He knows something to do with bulbs. So Carrie's like, yo, I need some fixing for the spa, or I don't know, kitukama, I think steam milk will blow up or something. So he goes to Tank's room, and Tank comes, opens the door, and he's dripping wet, literally dripping wet. He's just fungaing his towel there. He's like, yo, and he's not even bothered. Like, hey, if you're going to talk about Jobo, can't I just even maybe throw on a vest or something? No, 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 no. He's cool. And then Carrie's just there lasting, biting her lip, like, checking him out. Nothing happens. She goes. Aya. Sijui Mara, she starts fighting with now the boyfriend. Now Carrie is fighting with the boyfriend. Then, they've disagreed, so she's teremukaing downstairs. Anatoka kwa stairs. The next thing, she's dead asleep. She's dreaming that she's making out with who? Making out with Tank. Then she wakes up. It's only but a dream. How old are we? How old are we? Nothing happens. So I'm like, okay, it's a Christian movie. Maybe, I don't know. But why give us these ideas in the first place in our heads? Because Kelly is all there wearing her lingerie and looking very seductive and all that. So she fights with now Carrie fights with Tank. I don't know about some fantasies. Then Tank is like, I know you need me, I know you want me, and bullshit like that. And then there's a scene, she's running at night in the rain and she's wearing this white trench coat. So they're in the rain, they're fighting, they're disagreeing about this and that. Aya. The next day, I think it's on a Sunday, she's wearing the same coat, and I'm just here wondering. I thought I saw you wearing the same coat yesterday night while it was raining. Okay, let's assume maybe put it in, what is it called, a dry or something. But really, Kelly, come on, you can't tell me you can't even just pull another trench coat from your wardrobe or coat or sweater or whatever. Yeah, there's no continuation. You can't say that he had to put on that for continuation purposes. There was no continuation. That was a different scene because it was a different day and she was wearing different clothes. So miracle, for just some strange reasons, and she's walking to her car. Of course, who's there? Tank. Oh, she wants to talk to her. Mara Carey doesn't want, and so on and so. A lot of just nonsense. So now, what really pisses me off in all this, Carrie's like, tells Tank, you know what, I don't want anything to do with you. Then Tank is like, okay, I hear you, but if you really mean whatever you're saying, I'll be hanging out, I don't know, in some random hotel, some nice hotel, some 5-star hotel, where the guy got money to afford such a hotel. I don't know. So the guy is like, I'll be hanging out in this hotel, and if you mean whatever you're saying, and if you really don't want to be with me, or maybe if you don't want anything to do with me, don't show up, but I'll be in this hotel until midnight, I think. Midnight, maybe 1-ish. So the ball is in your court. So if you don't show up, clearly I'll respect it. I'll know there's really nothing you want to do with me, and I'll understand that you really want to be married and you're really serious about your marriage. So Carrie's like, okay. So she goes to her to the house. Mara, she's sleeping, but for just some weird reasons, she can't get over Tank. And then she remembers, like, oops, Tank was hanging out in a hotel. So Tank had given me an ultimatum. Of course, your guess is as good as mine. So what does she do? She goes, guest Tank in a hotel. The hotel, allegedly Tank was having a drink, no waiter, no nothing. I don't know whether he came with his own drink like mine here. Yeah, so Tank is just there with an empty glass, no waiter, no nothing. And then I think there was a room upstairs where he had already booked. I think he was so sure the lady will show up. So they start making out, and it's steamy and it's whatever. And then I'm like, thank you, Mr. Producer. Some time for action. Parental guidance. So they're making out. They go to this room. You know, that romantic scene in the movies, the music, the mood, everything is perfecto. Carrie's there, she has spread her legs and her arms like, you know, like a pair of scissors. Then something happens. Nothing happens. She runs back, I don't know, back home. Now she's so guilty. Then the following day is the wedding. So now, after that night, I think the movie was right, and it was so squeezed in. It was like, guys, we're running out of time. So everything had to be fit in the space of so see, now ametoka huko, she was in last, just when she was about to, nothing happened. So she runs back, she comes so now she comes back to her senses, she goes back home, she sleeps. The next day it's her wedding day. I wonder how she doesn't even have a best maid. She was just having, anyway, it's not a must you need to be having all that, but I thought maybe at least a girl on the side, tomorrow is your big day, who's gonna adjust my dress, brush my hair, something like that. Of course there's a makeup artist, but hey, you know what I'm saying, yeah? So she goes home and she's feeling so guilty. So the next day is the big day, the wedding day. So she has this auntie who used to who raised her up, who brought her up rather. And then she's walking. The wedding was being, if my memory serves me right, the wedding is being held in this guy's house, Tobias's house. And then Tank is the best man to Tobias. Are we together? Tank is the best man to Tobias. So he's just there looking cute, licking his lips, you know, checking out Scary and like, I know what you did last summer, but I'm gonna zip it. You get married all you want, but me and you know the truth. So, of course, she grows cold feet. Now she can't get married. She runs upstairs, goes, locks herself in the room. It takes 10 minutes. Ndio mlango ikuje ifunguliwe. The person is running after her. The auntie or the mother who runs after her to go beg her. And then Tobias is like, yo, you can't do this to me. What's up? Talk to me, baby. And then Carrie's like, oh my God, I did something. I can't do this. Cheating is only cheating when you are caught. Why are you confessing about things that you... First of all, you didn't even get laid. Hello? What did I miss? You didn't even get laid. Okay, what are you guilty about? So she's, oh my God, I can't do this. So she runs off, and then Tobias is like, goes back to his boy, and he's telling Tank, you know what, I think my girl was not up to some good last night, but you know, I normally track her, so I'm going to look out due for private investigator to find out what she was up to yesterday. And then Tank is just like checking out, like, yo, then out of nowhere he just pulls out a gun, shows Tank, the person who did this, who was with my girl, will know who I am. Then Tank freaks out, moves out of the house, gets a hotel rather. Then, of course, now back to Carrie. She's very, very guilty. She goes back to church. There's a sermon, and she's really touched, and she's feeling bad. And her friend is like, yo, don't worry, just talk to him, blah, blah, blah. Now, this is what shocks me. Of course, there's a scene she's trying to get hold of Tobias. And of course, Tobias, for some weird reason, he doesn't pick up as German block or whatever. If I was caught up, say, if I was dating someone, and then maybe I cheated on them, and they really meant a lot to me, like to a point, he is my fiancé, don't you think, I think the first person that I really want to get hold of and make peace with and explain myself and beg, I think it should be my boyfriend. I think even in the men's world, that is how it happens. If your main chick patas you, ama mama akushika, ama wife akupata, the first person I think to make peace with, sinakwanga main chick, ama mama, ama... No. Kerry doesn't do that. So when he calls, then he's like, yo babe, I understand why you blocked me, blah, blah, blah. How he knows where Tank is, I don't know. So he goes to Tank's room. Hotel room, yeah. So Tank is there. He also has a piece. He's also pinned up. He opens the door. Oh, so it's Carrie. Oh, so Carrie comes with the same coat. You remember the coat I was telling you about, the one that she got rained on. So she comes back, and then he's like, I don't know. Whatever happened yesterday, blah, 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 I'm so sorry, but I also think you have a problem. Then randomly, out of the blues, he just lays hands on Tank and starts praying for Tank to change. So at this point, I'm just got like, what did I miss? What? Like, yo, who does that? Okay, what, first of all, why are you praying for Tank? Tank just told you, I'll be here up to this time. You are the one who went ahead and joined him. Secondly, I think before coming to make peace with Tank, you are supposed to go and make peace with your main squeeze, your man, your boyfriend, your husband, your whoever, if that is your main person. The only time I think, if I was in her shoes and I ended up going to a hotel room instead of going to see my main man, is if I don't care about this guy and I really, really, really want to be with my side nigga. Makes a lot of sense. But really, a whole marriage and you go to make peace, go start praying, like, come on, TDJX, come on. Anyway, so now the movie is just being rushed. So I don't know what Tank was just doing randomly. I think in some parking, he's picked up. Now Tobias has this. So Tobias also has this gang of bad men. Yeah. So they go pick up Tank. They go to some random parking lot. He has a gun which he doesn't use allegedly for some weird reason. That he's sparing Tank's life because Tank has a son and so on and so forth. He has these goons around him, like 5 of them. Okay, from my understanding of from my little knowledge, I thought as a boss, those goons around you are the ones who are supposed to do the dirty work for you. But nada. I didn't understand why they even came in the first place. So he beats up Tank. Then he's like, he pulls up his gun, and then he's like, I could have shot you, but thank God, I won't shoot you because of your son. Adios. Drops mic, goes. Then he goes back, finds Carrie in the house, and Carrie is so sorry. He reintroduces herself again to him, and then the guy's like, oh, okay, blah, blah, blah. Before you know it, they're getting married. Hey, before you even swallow your saliva, she's already pregnant. And then they buy a new house, and then she leaves flowers and a note, welcomes you to your new house. So I think, I understand TD Jakes had 2 movies. So the other one is called Envy. So the one that I watched was Lust. So I think the moral of the story for this movie, if I'm to, and correct me if I'm wrong, maybe I'm the one who missed out everything. Kindly watch it and also give your own opinion. I think the moral of the story in the movie is don't be lustful, because if you're lustful, you might lose a good man who happens to be Tobias because of Tank. I think that's the moral of this. So depend on God, and I don't know, yeah, something like that. Don't be lustful, because you might just lose a good man because of Tank, who keeps licking his lips and he's looking all fine. Thank you, baby. If you're into movies, kindly watch it. Let me know what you think. Tell me if maybe I got the whole concept and the whole script wrong. Yeah, and where if you had to watch that movie, now how much do you think TD Jakes did a good job? Clarity, I have to give it to him. Acting, I don't know, I'm not so sure. I think there's a point I felt like most of the actors, anyway, they only cared about the 3 people. I can't remember the other actresses and actors. I feel like there were incidences, they were overacting. Yeah. So watch, tell me what you think. Do you agree with me? Rate it kindly up or down in the comments. Then tell me whatever you think. Yeah. And also, maybe if you have something that maybe a movie or a series that maybe you want me to watch and maybe give a review about it, why not? I'm here for you. This is the platform. And before I go, kindly like, share, subscribe, tell a friend. See you in the next episode. Bye.